A few minutes ago here in Cincinnati, a moment of silent prayer in the dressing room of Aaron Pryor, and that is his young son, Aaron Jr. in the foreground. And we're looking now at the challenger. He is in the ring to meet the champion, Antonio Kid Pambale Cervantes of Colombia, now living in Venezuela, making his 21st title appearance. Quite an incredible record. Gil, one of the controversies that sprang up here regarding this fight came from the manager of Aaron Pryor, Buddy La Rosa, who complained that two of the judges he considered were Latin American. One indeed is from Venezuela. The other is from Puerto Rico, and the referee is from Los Angeles. They felt that this was going to favor the champion. What effect do you think it'll have on the fight? They were appointed by the WBA, we might add. What effect do you think it'll have on the fight and the fighters?
Well, I feel that's why fighters have managers. If they leave Pryor alone, let him concentrate on Cervantes, I don't think they're going to have to worry about the officials. I think that Pryor can score a knockout.
All right, well, we'll see what happens here and whether indeed it does have any effect if the fight goes the distance. We'll be back here for round one action after these words from your local stations.
This is CBS.
Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy back here at ringside as the announcer, Jimmy Lennon, is about to make the introductions of the champion and the challenger. We mentioned the referee is Larry Rosadilla from Los Angeles. The judges are Ismael Fernandez from Puerto Rico and Fernando Viso from Venezuela.
Broad match, ringside position. Ladies and gentlemen, the supervisor of the bouts from Caracas, Venezuela, Fernando Mandri Galindez of the WBA. This featured event, 15 rounds of boxing for the WBA junior welterweight title. Remember, two judges and the referee will score the bout. The officials chosen by the WBA for the title bout, from Caracas, Venezuela, we have Fernando Viso. From Santurce and Puerto Rico, Ismael Fernandez. The referee from Los Angeles, Larry Rosadilla. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the #1 contender vying for title honors this evening, the challenger hailing from Cincinnati, Ohio. Weighing a trim and ready 138.5, black trunks and a white stripe. Undefeated as a pro, 24-0, Aaron the Hawk Pryor. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent really needing no introduction. The great defending champion from Barranquilla in Colombia. A trim and ready 139.25 with white trunks and a black stripe. Introduciendo the ageless, long-time boxing champion, Antonio Cervantes. Referee Rosadilla now to give instructions.
All right, Jimmy Lennon doing his usual sparkling job as the ring announcer with beautiful Spanish pronunciation. Pryor weighed in at 138.5, Cervantes at 139.25. The limit for junior welterweights, 140 pounds.
Just want to remind you one thing. When you're tied up in a clinch, I'm going to say one word, that's break, and that means stop punching, let go, and take a step back. Cuando digo break, quiero decir que suelte y se separe, eh? I want a good, clean fight, una limpia pelea. Buena suerte, shake hands.
All right, Aaron Pryor, ranked #5 by the WBA, #4 by the WBC, moving up from the lightweight ranks. That's where he held those ratings and still does. He is moving up 5 pounds in weight to go after this title. He felt that he was not going to get an opportunity against either Hilmer Kenty or Jim Watt, the lightweight champions in the WBA and WBC, and so decided to take his title opportunity at this weight, 5 pounds higher than his normal weight. Antonio Cervantes, according to Ring Magazine, 85 wins, 9 defeats, 3 draws, 40 knockouts, almost half of his victories by KO. Aaron Pryor, 24-0 with 22 knockouts, including 16 in a row. And we are underway with round 1, and Pryor comes right at him like everybody expected, including the champion. In Cervantes, you will see a very relaxed fighter, no matter what kind of a buzzsaw attack Pryor puts on him. And he's getting that buzzsaw attack right away.
They're winging right from the start, Tim. Pryor's style. He's got a lot of guys out of there in one round.
Well, in that exchange, he did not land good, clean punch. But he keeps throwing them. There's a good left hook from the champion, Cervantes. Right hand lead from Pryor, landed to the chin of Cervantes. And Gil, I guess the question would be, can young Pryor keep up a pace like this?
I don't think anybody could keep up this kind of pace, and I noticed that Cervantes has been very cool with this opening hurricane attack. It hasn't phased him a bit.
Pryor is 25 years of age. Cervantes, well, nobody's really sure. He's listed at 34. He could be 40 years of age. He also says he's had more than 120 fights. Officially, this is his 98th professional bout. Aaron Pryor in black, the champion in white.
They're both throwing bombs, Tim. Both looking for an early KO.
Kid Pambele. Why is he called that? Well, an uncle had a fighter he liked in Nicaragua that he had followed. His name was Kid Pambele, less distinguished in his career than Cervantes, but that's how he got the nickname. It does not mean anything. It is indeed just a nickname.
Tim, we noticed in the preliminaries that the canvas was very, very slippery, and Pryor has the kind of shoes that it should help him. He has the rubber soles, where Cervantes may be slipping with those leather soles. Let's see as the fight progresses.
All right, Gil Clancy with Tim Ryan ringside, live on the Sports Spectacular. We'll be going to Talladega, Alabama today, back to Detroit, where Dick Stockton and Angelo Dundee are preparing to view tonight's Hearns-Cuevas welterweight championship fight. Less than a minute to go in round number one.
Okay, Frank, step back, please.
A busy Aaron Pryor doing what everyone expected thus far. Champion showing that he is hard to hit. He's taken a couple of licks, however. Pryor took a right hand counter-punching from the champion.
And the referee called it a knockdown.
Yes,
His glove hit
did.
the canvas.
And I thought it was, too. Well, he didn't catch him clean, but it was enough to send him down.
Well, the rule says any part of your body but your feet hits the canvas, it's a knockdown, and his glove did go down.
He took the mandatory 8 count, but came out showing that he wasn't hurt at all, and I really don't think he was. Final seconds of round one. In Aaron Pryor's corner, the venerable Freddie Brown, working as the cut man today, wearing his familiar green sweater, the man who had a lot to do with Roberto Duran's success. Pryor is trained by Panama Lewis and Frank Sims.
Freddie's not only working as a cut man, I saw him talking to Aaron between rounds, which means he's taking over the strategy as well.
Well, he was getting strategy from 3 of them during that first break.
Well,
it'll be interesting to see how that develops.
Well, they say that too many cooks spoil the broth. In this case, I counted 5 cooks in Aaron's corner.
The champion is managed by Ramiro Machado, who is in his corner, and trained by Melquiades Sanz from Venezuela. This is round 2, scheduled for 15, 140-pound championship of the WBA. Aaron Pryor in black, Cervantes in white. If you just joined us, Cervantes set Pryor to the canvas with a right hand to the chin that did not hurt him, but had enough force to send him down.
See that upper body strength of Pryor? He just shrugged Cervantes off him that time.
Cervantes about 5'9". They call him 5'11", but we've been checking him out pretty closely this week in training, and my guess would be that he's about 5'9". Pryor stands 5'6".
Against the sharpshooter such as Cervantes, Pryor is coming in wide open.
He just paid for it on that last exchange, Gil, with a left hand from the champion.
When he punches, he sticks his chin up in the air. That can be fatal any time in a fight.
The legendary Kid Pambele has 40 knockouts and 85 professional victories. Pryor, the man who lost 2 close fights in the Olympic trials to Howard Davis a few years back, has a bunch of wins over the now champion Hilmer Kenty, and also beat Thomas Hearns, the man who fights tonight in Detroit for the championship against Pepino Cuevas for the welterweight division, WBA. Under a minute to go in round number 2.
Both of these guys are bombers, Tim. I'm waiting for something big to happen at any time.
You might see it there as the champion appeared to be staggered by the combination, but has recovered well. But he was moved by the combination from Aaron Pryor.
Break, let him out clean, huh?
pace in the early going. Under 30 seconds remaining, round 2. Gil, you and I were talking before the fight. Cervantes reminding me so much of Jose Napoles, who had, I think, the great nickname was so appropriate to him, Mantequilla, butter.
And smooth as butter.
Yes, he is. Final seconds of round number 2. Gil Clancy live from Cincinnati, Ohio, the Riverfront Coliseum. Round 3 scheduled for 15. Aaron Pryor, the challenger, in black. The champion, Kid Pambale Cervantes, in white. Pryor yet to taste defeat. The champion in his 21st title bout. He's won 18 and lost twice in championship action, losing to Wilfredo Benitez.
Looks very, very awkward when he's leading. He has to keep his form and look to counterpunch. But when he tries to throw leads, he looks very, very awkward, Tim.
Cervantes won the title originally in 1972 from Alfonso Peppermint Frazier. Defended it 10 times before losing to Benitez in 76. Then he won the vacant crown in 1977 from Carlos Jimenez and has defended it 6 times successfully since. Pryor digging to the body with an effective flurry. Cervantes standing there right with him. Digging a left hook to the body.
There's that whirlwind Pryor attack. You don't know where they're coming from, and he just ran into a good right hand.
Okay, straight right hand. There is some blood above the right eye of Cervantes.
Cervantes has a bad cut over his right eye.
Okay, let him out.
And it's running down, Tim, that could bother him, could affect his vision. It's a bad cut.
Good right hand from Cervantes. He knows he's in trouble with that cut. Pryor will not let up.
Well, we said Pryor was a good finisher, Tim. They come from all over.
Round number 3. The champion back to the ropes, and the blood flowing into his right eye. Pryor keeping relentless pressure on, but takes another right hand. Cervantes has not been able to hurt him since that. Well, he didn't even hurt him on the knockdown punch.
Then nobody could keep up this pace for 15 rounds. This fight definitely is going to end in a knockout. I'm going right out on a limb. That's the
Under
way
a minute to go in round 3, Gil. A lot of blood from the eye of Cervantes. The cut appears to be above the right eye, and it's running into the eye.
That's a bad cut.
Cervantes finally tying Pryor up. First time he's done that here, despite being in so much trouble. Under 30 seconds to go, round 3. Pryor to the body and up top. Jabbing away at that cut. Final seconds of the 3rd round. With Pryor on the attack, there's a right hand, and that punch opened the cut over the right eye, the upper corner of the right eyebrow, the champion Cervantes. And his handlers, Melquiades Sanz, worked feverishly on him between rounds, but it is bleeding again already.
Tim, it's a bad cut, and the referee did not go over to check the cut, nor did he call the doctor. And I guess he feels this is a championship fight. You've got to give the champion every chance.
The referee is Larry Rosadilla from Los Angeles. Lots of blood again on the face of the champion Cervantes.
The cut is wide open again, Tim. It has to affect his vision.
There is young Aaron Pryor Jr. watching his daddy in action, along with Mama. Forcing the issue as he has since the opening bell. The counter-punching Cervantes. has landed some, but has not been able to stop Pryor or slow him down at all, despite the knockdown in the first round. Good counter-punching right hand landed from Cervantes, but Pryor just right back with pressure.
Just seems to brush them off, Tim, and he's changing his direction as he moves in, and that's confusing Cervantes.
Also jabbing pretty well for a guy that's considered a slugger. He's getting to that cut, and he landed a good combination.
I told you, Pryor's a good finisher, Tim.
He's got him down.
Good finisher.
A good punch. Tremendous right hand. Looked like an uppercut that sent the champion to the canvas, and he's trying to shake the cobwebs. He might not make it up. He does not. It's all over. There is a new junior welterweight champion, the hometown hero, Aaron Pryor, with a fourth-round knockout of the Latin legend Kid Cambale Cervantes in his 21st title fight. And there is bedlam in the Riverfront Coliseum. They have their first champion since 1955, when the lightweight Wallace Bud Smith was the local hero, and 5 years prior to that, heavyweight Edward Charles. It's been a long time between drinks for fight fans in Cincinnati, and Aaron Pryor has brought them a title. Well, he had himself tremendously psyched for this fight, and he was also able to come out and do the job physically. They had the championship belt in there. You can see there's chaos in the ring, but Pryor has the belt. A brand new belt that was prepared for this fight. And Aaron Pryor will wear it with great pride here in Cincinnati, where a crowd of about 10,000 is just going bananas. It's a hot, hot day in Cincinnati, and yet these people came indoors to the air-conditioned Riverfront Coliseum hoping to see a new Cincinnati champion. And they have one in 25-year-old Aaron Pryor, who moved up from the lightweight ranks to get this title shot, an optional defense for the champion Cervantes. And Pryor is on record as saying, even if he won it, he'd like to go back and win the lightweight crown. So, Gil Clancy, your reflections. We'll have some more time to chat, but what's your impression right now?
Well, Pryor is the kind of a guy that goes all out for the opening bell, Tim. He doesn't believe in pace. He thinks he's supposed to be in condition to go 15 rounds at that pace. I don't think he'll ever have to. He knocks everybody out.
Okay, Gil. Well, we'll be back here to chat with a happy champion in just a moment.